Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back for another episode of Am I the A-hole? So let's go ahead and get into it. So the question asks, am I the A-hole for wanting a child-free wedding? Now, right out the gate with this question, I feel like you're not the a-hole. Girl, we've been getting a lot of people asking if they the a-hole, and I just don't be feeling like they the a-hole based off of the question right out the gate. Now, for me, I feel like it's your wedding. You can do and have whatever it is that you want, and other individuals that are just guests have no choice but to comply. Now, if you do not want to comply, that is perfectly okay. Just don't RSVP or show up. I think that's where some people may go wrong when you planning a wedding, honey, and they be trying to dictate the type of venue and all this other stuff that you're going to have. And they ain't putting in on this. You feel what I'm saying? So, girl, we gonna do what it is that we want to do. We don't want no kids there. Find you a sitter. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, period. Ain't nobody trying to have babies running around. Gotta look after them. Don't nobody want to be having no kids hollering all up in their videos and stuff when they over here trying to get married and do what they do. You feel what I'm saying? So, girl, I feel like if it's your wedding, you do what you want to do. If you want kids there, then it's fine. If you don't want kids there, you don't want kids there. Hopefully they understand. But if you allowing some folks to bring their kids and then you want to tell a particular person that they can't have their kids go, I feel like that's jacked up. That's messed up. I do. I feel like if it's going to apply for one, it needs to apply for all. But again, it's your wedding. Do what you want to do and just be okay if those people decide that they don't want to be in participation. Period. But let's keep it going and let's get into what they're saying. This person says, I, 22 female, am getting married soon. Girl, y'all sure be getting married young, don't it? I, 22 female, am getting married soon. Since my fiance and I are child free, and because we plan to have alcohol at our wedding, we decided to have a child-free wedding with the age cutoff at 21. I'm not against this right out the gate. I love that. Like, if you're gonna have alcohol and stuff, yeah, that's not an environment for the kids. Also, I see a wedding as a place of not only celebration, but it's the opportunity for y'all to celebrate, have fun, have a great time, and not have to be so tied to your children to be like, oh my God, well, you come here, come sit over here. You know, having to worry about other people. Like, you can like let loose and really enjoy yourself and really celebrate your family or the individual, your friends that's get married or whatever, you know. And I know some people may be thinking like, what about the flower girl and the ring bearer? Like, they probably gonna be there. I get that, but everybody may not have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for my wedding, I've even considered having a junior bridesmaid and then a junior groomsman that are up in age. Now, they may not be 21, but they're somewhere between 18, 19, 20, to where when they walk down the aisle, the junior bridesmaid may be the individual that's throwing, you know, the flowers, and then the other one, the ring bearer. Whatever the case is, you know, making it kind of like cute but different, not really with little kids or whatnot, because I do have my niece and nephew that I have thought about, you know, including, but it's still up in the air. Those are my thoughts. Like, I see nothing wrong, you know, with that. But let's keep going. So she goes on to say, this requirement so far has gone over well with most of our invitees. Most of our invitees don't even have kids anyway, so it doesn't make a difference for them. She says, I do have one friend, her name is Mel, she's 20 years old, that I had to exclude from the wedding. So wait, you had a friend that you had to exclude from the wedding, girl? She says, after realizing that pretty much everyone else from the same social circle had been invited except her, she confronted me and demanded to know why she wasn't invited. Oh, now that gets a little messy, girl. Now, if that's one of your close friends, girl, I want to know why she wasn't invited either. I mean, some people do feel entitled to attend your wedding, even if y'all have a minor relationship. But if it's going to be an intimate wedding, you know, based on what your invite list looks like, they may not get an invite. They should be okay with that. It ain't no beef. It ain't no issue. It's just that the idea and what it is, you know, you and your fiance had for the wedding, they may not have fit that idea. Like, I mean, we still cool though. You know what I'm saying? But girl, they be taking it to heart. If they don't get an invite to the wedding, that's like you unfollowing them over on social media somewhere, okay? But anyway, so the girl says, I tried to explain that it wasn't personal and that I just didn't want to have a worry about underage drinking going on under my nose on my wedding day. I agree with that. The girl is 20 years old. She wanted to have an invite list of people 21 and up. So because of that, you're unable to come. And also, in addition to that, it's going to likely lower her guest list. So she may have less guests going. And that way she don't have to pay so much for a lot of people to be there. And she's spending all this money on beverage. Hello, because it's a lot of money when you paying for beverages and stuff, girl. And it's like, well, then let's just cut that out by cutting out, you know, so many people, and you only can come if you're at a certain age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to come to the wedding, cool, come to the wedding, but you can't come to the reception. So then what's really going on? If you ain't got the ID and you 21 and up, you can't get in here. And see, that's the other thing she could have did. Now, what she could have did was she could have said, hey, you're welcome to attend the wedding. However, my reception is only for individuals individuals that are 21 and up. And maybe that person would have been okay because they could come to the wedding, they just can't come to the reception. Like, be okay with that. Bring your gift, but be okay with that. Like, it is what it is. So she says, I tried to explain that it wasn't personal and that I just didn't want to have to worry about any underage drinking going on under my nose while at my wedding. But Mel kept accusing her of being a bad friend. She argued that since we had drank together before, it shouldn't be such a big deal. But I told her that it was different since we were both underage at the time. I was 20 and she was 18 to 19-ish when we started drinking together. Now, as an adult, I feel like I have a responsibility to prevent underage drinking, and as the bride, I feel like I have the right to have a child-free wedding. Gotcha. See, when you say child-free, I'm thinking about children, like kids, like young kids. But as I get more into your messaging, it sounds like you just don't want individuals there that are underage. So I feel like your question should have been like, am I the a-hole for not wanting to have any underage people at my wedding? I feel like you could have reworded your question, basically, okay? So then she goes on to say, Mel is convinced and keeps talking bad about me behind my back to our mutual friends and making snarky comments about me feeling superior. I don't see why she can't just relax and let me have my wedding day the way I like. So am I the a-hole? I don't think that you're the a-hole at all if that's what you want. I don't, but I do think that you could have a wedding, allow her to attend the wedding, but not allow her to attend the reception, in my opinion, and she could do what she decides to do with that. As far as her wanting to talk down on you, one, I'm going to charge it to the fact that she's young, and a lot of young people do silly things like that. They'll start running their mouth talking about you. A lot of older people would do that too, but I'm going to charge it to the game just a little bit because she's younger. But then on the flip side, I still feel like the fact that you explained to her what was going on and she still chose to talk down to you or talk down about you to other people, for me, that lets me see her character, and that's just how she is. So maybe it's a good thing that this all happened so you can see the type of character and the type of friend that you're around, because I would kind of believe if it took this situation for her to really talk down and talk bad about you to other folks, ain't no telling what she was doing before y'all really fell out, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just me. I don't think you're the a-hole, but I'm going to let the other people let you know whether or not you're the a-hole. You guys go ahead and hop down in the comments and let me know if you think that she's the a-hole or not for wanting to have a child-free wedding. That's all that I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.